Come get some.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Rich? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yum. I'm good, man.
Yum.
How's it going?
I know. I don't get time to snack in between shows either.
I'm eating this shit now, man. I don't care. I just stole this from downstairs.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Monday Madness with Pops and the Richness. How y'all doing?
Woo! That's me. Hello, ladies.
All right. We already got people popping in. That's what I like to see, man. Crack Pack Hat Club.
Good stuff, Comic Skater.
Hat Club.
Crack. Wow. Hey, man, what's going on?
I say bow, hooray.
How are we doing today, Pops? We're doing good?
Yeah, I'm real good, man. I'm real good. Had a good weekend.
Volume's gone.
You know. What?
Can't hear you.
I can hear me. What
I'll
up?
sign back in.
Okay. I will bring in our guest today, our first guest, that is. Book of Legend. Coming back after 6-8. Watch out. Michael Gonzalez. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
So you can hear me, so it was definitely him, right? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Rich. Everybody
Yeah,
else can hear me. Can you hear me?
Here.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Hello,
All
Michael Gonzalez.
What's up, Rich?
What's
The
up,
Richness.
man? The Richness. Yeah,
The
don't ask
Richie
me
Rich.
why. That's me. Oh, not Richie Rich. No, don't say that.
Not
Because,
yet, anyway.
No.
All in due time.
Well, yeah, eventually, yes. But I mean I had a girlfriend who called me Richie Rich when we were fucking at one point. And I'm like, honey, don't say that, please. I really don't want to hear you. I really don't want to hear it. All right, so Book of Legend. I looked up. This looks really good.
Rich,
Thank
you made me do it, bro. You made me do it.
Viewer discretion is advised.
You start the show out with what your girlfriend's calling you while you're. Here we go.
Sorry.
We're all going to get banned.
Monday Madness with Pops Van Zant. That's what we got. Michael, it's good to see you, brother. Oh, yeah, you're okay. Yeah,
okay.
you're okay.
I'm not fired? Okay, good.
No, you just got to warn me when I need to put I don't mind putting a disclaimer up, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's why I made it. It was Christy did that, by the way. That wasn't you. Christy did that. What is up, Trish and Mike and Will? People popping in. I like it.
Hello, everybody. How are you today?
So, Michael.
Yes,
everybody knows who we are, brother. Why don't you go ahead and give them a little taste of who you are real quick, and then we will go through this campaign.
You mean everybody doesn't know me? I thought I was famous.
I figure anybody watching knows us already. I don't know if, I don't know if they're familiar with our guests. So,
well, my name is Michael T. Gonzalez. Yeah, I got to put the T in there because there's like a million other people named Michael Gonzalez.
I wasn't going to say a word. I was going to keep my mouth shut. I was like, we're not going to go there because there's about as many Michael T. Gonzalez's as there are John Smith. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But please continue.
So I've got a website, rainyroadmedia.com. This is Rainy Road. If people want to go there and check out stuff, got a newsletter that I put out, all kinds of behind the scenes info and updates on what's coming up. So I've been trying to get into comics for the longest time since I was a kid, tried when I was like in my early 20s, submitting stuff to like Dark Horse and all that kind of stuff, but then got out of it for a while and then got back into it, trying it again. And so now 2021 is the year to like go for broke. So I'm kind of, I've done a bunch of stuff, had it available digitally, like on Comixology, on Comic House and all that kind of stuff. But now, what I always really wanted was to have stuff in print. So that's what I'm really doing now, is putting stuff on Kickstarter, trying to get enough money just to get do short print runs and things. And yeah, Pop's got the one that we just did a couple months ago. That's a horror comic. And that one, Neotheric, is a graphic novel. That's 96 pages, I think, 92 pages.
Let me tell you what, and let me give you a little quick couple reviews, Michael, because this stuff's golden, y'all. I ain't lying. This stuff is golden. Not only is what's in here beautiful, but this dude sends you your books in Mylars, y'all.
Yeah.
These are in Mylar. This ain't no like throwaway bag that you're gonna replace. You get to actually use the bag it's coming in. These are awesome. It was shipped beautifully. There, everything about what I read, everything about the art, everything about the shipping, the customer service, the speed, all of it. 5 stars from Pops. There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
There's your review. There's your spoiler-free review from Pops Van Zant right there. 5 stars all the way across the board. 1 for every category. Nothing was lacking. It was awesome. I'm down.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to, since I'm just a little guy, people don't really know me. I got to make sure that I do everything, like 100%. I can't have no mistakes. I got to offer, and I want to too. It's not just like I feel like I have to, but I think like I just picked up a whole bunch more Mylars too. I think it's some little things that I think people will appreciate, when they get books and stuff, and hopefully that'll keep people coming back because, again, these things like that 6/8 and this Book of Legend, they're basically the first steps. So there's a lot more stuff coming up that I want to do, and I need to build an audience and build trust with people. So that's why I do what I do like that.
Excellent. The best way to do that is to be consistent with your releases and be consistent with the excellence of the stories that you're putting out. And speaking of which, I need to ask you, you have 9 stories in this anthology, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Did you write all of these?
Yes.
That's incredible. I have to ask you, it's like, what are your thoughts? Juggling 9 stories like that, and then each one is most likely different from the other. And it's like you're going on a different tangent for each one of these stories. Can you explain to any aspiring writers how you yourself would keep track of something like that?
Yeah, well, it's a good question because it is something that you have to sort of like get into the mindset when you're writing a story. Because I have like the ones that Pop showed. One is a horror comic, and the other one's like this absurd sort of comedy, sci-fi, just over the top adventure, and obviously completely different. I don't know. That's just, the old saying, variety is the spice of life. So I enjoy, getting into different sort of mindsets. When, if I write a horror story, you just got to let yourself sort of like fall into it. Like if you got to listen to the music that's, kind of helps you get into that, and you just sort of like sink into it. And that helps you like really focus on the characters, like what is their dialogue. Each character has to have a different unique voice, and what world you're living in, like what world you're going through. And so it just sort of like, it's kind of hard. It's just like falling into it and just letting yourself be like submerged in it, and then you just go with it like that. And then when that story's over, or when you kind of like break out of that mood and you want to go into a different mood, then you can do a different story that's like totally different, like from a comedy sort of adventure story to a very serious kind of morose, um, a horror story. And I think most everybody, I guess, has these kind of feelings. And sometimes you feel like you're happy and everything's awesome, and so you're in that mood. And then sometimes maybe you're angry or sad or whatever, and you can use that. If you got a story like that, if you're feeling like that, just get into it and start writing. And these 9 stories, there is a common thread. There's like the first 4 stories were written with the 2000 AD's future shocks, like in the tradition of those kind of stories. So they're all sci-fi. They're no more than 4 pages, and they all have an ironic twist. So it's kind of like what do you call Twilight Zone sort of feel to it. Those are the first 4 stories, and then the next 5 stories, I wanted to try to focus on characters, kind of like developing unique characters. And so the stories are more focused on the characters, but they're also about like the hero's journey, the heroic myth, that kind of thing, through different eras or different genres. So like one story is kind of like a pulp crime story, something like The Shadow or Dick Tracy kind of thing. And then there's one that's kind of like a Sergeant Rock. The character's kind of like that. And then there's another one that's sort of like a future, like cyberpunk kind of thing. So I like to just flip back and forth between different sort of like genres and stuff. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into like one thing. So I like doing different things.
That's fantastic. Wow. It's I can only imagine that, because I would think that it's rather difficult for anyone to go from a transition of one type of genre to another, within like a day or two or something along those lines. And it's like the fact that you have taken 9 separate stories and made them completely individualistic, even if the first 4 tie together somehow, that you have that going. And you couple that with the art that I'm looking at, and some of this it's really each one is its own universe, and each one is its own look. And I love the color placement on one of them, and then I love the generic superhero thing of the other one, or like Castle Grayskull or He-Man or something. And then you have something here where it's this gentleman who has blue skin with this big handlebar mustache, and it just so shocking. So these images, and they're all different styles, and they're all different everything, and they all work beautifully with everything that you're doing here. I have to say, I'm in agreement with Pops in everything that he said. This is 5 stars all around. And
thank you.
They Dark Horse missed out. They missed. If you did something and they decided not to take you, it was probably an editor who probably wanted to get his friends into the damn industry instead of actually look at people who have talent. And I really have to say, just looking at what you've done, the scope of what you've done, that shows that at the very least you have drive. So please, by all means.
Well, I appreciate all that. Yeah. And, well, the stuff I sent at Dark Horse was a long freaking time ago. And honestly, when I look back on it, I can understand why they rejected all the stuff I sent to them. This is like 25 years ago. The stuff you're seeing now is like, but I sent this exact stuff that you're seeing to some people that I'm not going to mention.
You don't have to.
But they, every time I send something to people, they say, oh, this is not what we want. This doesn't fit what we want. This is not good enough, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All I know, I think if I look at something objectively, I think it's good. Some people may not like it, obviously, because you can't please everybody all the time. But I think it's up to the quality of anything that you would find in any comic book store. And so
we're going to take a look at it right now.
Yes, please. Well, let's take a look at the trailer.
So you popped this thing open a few days ago, and we need to get eyes on it, bro. We need to get this out there seen everywhere. I've been sharing it out when I see it. You know, when you pop it up in the group, I make sure I share it out to Twitter and other places.
Yeah,
But I'm talking to the fans right now. Look, I have 2 of Michael's books right here. They both rock. There ain't no reason this shouldn't already be funded. It's 600 gold, $179, y'all. Let's make this happen for this man before this show's over today. That's what I'm saying.
That would be great.
Also easy.
Free range human. Free range human. Check your email. Tell them PayPal people to release that money.
Yeah, man, release that money. I got something going on too, so you know.
Yeah, they hold. PayPal's had that thing on hold since the day you said it, bro. I'm just letting you know. It's like they're waiting for you to say, "Yeah, I meant that." So go tell them, "Yeah, you meant that." What's up, Skeletor the God? What's up over there? 24 eyes. I see you. I see you guys. The Outcast Owls over there. They're watching. That's another set of people you can go talk to, Mikey. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got people that do what I do. They just go out there and talk about you guys. You know, lots of them. 24 Eyes Outcast Owls. That's another YouTube channel. That's what they do. You already know Will over at Creators Outlet.
Yeah, we talked the other day.
Yeah, so, you know, make sure you're getting out here. Good Stuff Comics Gator, I think they also have a show. I was watching them last night. They're crazy, though. Be careful going over there. Be ready. They're good people, don't get me wrong. They're good people all the way around. Have a good time when I'm hanging out with them, too. Yeah, man, this has, look, like I said, I've already read 2 of Michael's books. This ain't no joke. This guy puts together a good story.
Yes, he does.
Look at that. That's, you know, look at the art there. That's, you know, he's not bringing you anything that you don't want to buy. I mean, when you get it in your hands, there's no buyer's remorse. You know?
And this book is finished. It's ready to be printed.
That was another thing I wanted to make sure everybody knew. It's already done. You're not going to be just like the last one. I backed it and it was like, bam, it was here. You know, speedy fulfillment and classy fulfillment and what's the word I'm looking for? Well packed, well shipped, like, you know, packed for war. He did a real good job, man. And I'm telling you, if you're going to back people that you've never backed before, it's nice to know ahead of time that they fulfill and that they fulfill in a solid way. And this guy does, y'all. So don't let that ever be a reason you don't back this man because you're not sure if he fulfills. It's fast. It's solid.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Very much. Very, very.
Well, I try to take this seriously, you know, just like it's a business, you know. I'm doing, it's a small business, and I gotta provide, you know, the best customer service I can, and you know, I gotta do, you know, just like any job, you know, you gotta come in and just do the work, and
Right.
hopefully people will recognize that and respect it, and then, you know, follow and support. I greatly appreciate it because, again, this is, you know, the goal is only $600 because I'm just trying to get, like I said, at least enough to do a short print run.
Right.
But obviously, more than that would be awesome because then it can help to fund the next project and then the next project. So, you know, it kind of, hopefully this could kind of like snowball. And so,
Right.
you know, because I got a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, there's right after this, if this funds, then right after this, I think probably what I'll do is take all of the books that I have and go to Indiegogo and then have a campaign where people can just order the books and I mail them, ship them out immediately. Because so if I can print some of this, I'll have this book and Neotheric and 6/8 just ready to go. So I'll have that maybe next if everything goes well. And then right after that, I got another that I'm working on right now with the artist Ian Wariento. He did the art for Alternative Comics Mighty Mascots.
Right.
He's done the first 6 pages, and I have a colorist who's going to start working on those. So that is the next project, next big project. That's going to be a 6-issue miniseries. So it's just the next thing. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff that I'd really love to be able to do and bring to people, and I want it. It's going to be as high as quality as I can produce. So, but obviously, I need some support. I've already, put at least $10,000 into all of this stuff, all the different books and the short stories that I've, paying on the different artists and everything. So I need to at least start making some of that money back, so I can keep doing it.
But I'll tell you what, like you said, that book right there, beautiful. That book right there is beautiful. I don't even have words for 6'8". 6'8" is solid. Neotheric is like premature, or I mean prehistoric Florida man. I mean, they're both entertaining books, man. Very entertaining books. And,
They are.
there just ain't enough of that anymore.
Not really. No.
And there you go. Gemini mailers, y'all. And
Yeah.
Michael, I don't know if you remember or not, but we do have a discount code for those Geminis.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes, we do. 10% off. Use the Bolt 10 discount code.
Bolt 10. Okay.
Bolt 10.
Yeah, because I got to order some more. Thanks for letting me know.
That's what we do. That's courtesy of our friends over there at Indie Bolt. They have an in with the Gemini people, and they say, go ahead and tell the world. So we are telling the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
Got that. Give me a discount.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, man. I really don't. Michael was on his show. What Will says, Michael, you were on his show, and he likes it. Great project.
Yeah, thanks, Will. Appreciate that.
Some comics get he's at work, so he's doing the old in and out. He's checking, dropping in, dropping out. We like, that's okay though. Helping the watch hours all the way around. We love it. We love everything about what's been going on lately. When I received these books, I was pretty jacked, man. I was like, dang, because I wasn't expecting Neotheric, first off. So when you get a 96-page book that you weren't even expecting, and you kind of win a fan a little bit that way too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just showing my gratitude since you helped me out a lot, had me on your show a bunch of times, and I appreciate that. So
that's me having fun though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's just me having fun, man. Yeah, but the books are great. Like I said, I don't like going into spoilers. I'll let you tell what you want to tell about it. Yeah. But
and those books are available, just in case, make sure everybody's clear. Those books are available as add-ons to the Book of Legend campaign, so you can add those on if you want to get. I've already had a couple people that have ordered several copies of the add-ons.
Yeah, that one right there, that, like I said, that's like prehistoric Florida man. It's funny, it's great. It's like, just like I said, just like RJ said, reads like Mad Magazine without no restraint. It's pretty funny. And yeah, the other one, 6'8", was solid. What comes next after 6'8"?
Well, so like I was saying, the next thing I was thinking about doing is taking all the books to Indiegogo. So we maybe have that. Then after that, there's a sci-fi comic with Ian Moriento that's called Gun Engine Zero. That's a 6-issue miniseries that's kind of based on, like, in my childhood, I was really into all the Japanese big robot kind of shows and stuff like that. Like even things like Star Blazer and Robotech,
Starblazer. Oh my goodness.
Power Rangers, all that kind of stuff. So,
Okay,
and also
there's a reason I ask.
Okay.
Because right there it says.
Oh yes. Yes, there is a chapter. There's going to be a chapter 2. It's going to be 4 issues. I've written the first 2 scripts, and I just need to find another artist because the original artist, Alan, I haven't talked to him for years, so I don't know. So I need to find someone, and I need to find someone who will kind of keep the same sort of style, the same look to it, because I think that works perfectly for the book. So yeah, I gotta do that. I just gotta find an artist for that, and if I'll probably do that like towards the end of this year, so that maybe towards the beginning of next year, then we can run a Kickstarter or Indiegogo to do the chapter 2. But there's chapter 2. I've already written. I've got some detailed outlines for chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. So this story can keep going. I have every intention of it to keep going. Again, it's just a matter of if I can get enough support from people, if people like it and will buy the books.
Well, I like it. Okay, I like both of those. Haven't jumped on this one yet, but I have plenty of time. Plenty of time to work.
It's only $15, Pops. Come on.
No, see, what I'm trying to do is put together my trip for Grand Rapids Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
So I might not be back in too many books the next month and a half because I want to go to Grand Rapids Comic-Con and do some of these interviews live.
Oh, my God.
With people, I want to walk around the floor of a con and actually talk to some of the people I've met, and go live. So PromCon August might actually be in the middle of August, and who knows what could happen? It could be crazy, but that's kind of what I'm trying to put together a fund to make sure that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm a broke ass, so that means I got to beg.
When is that?
August 14, 15, 16, something like that.
Okay.
But, it gives me a little time to put something together. So, I got some art to auction off and stuff, and we'll see what happens. I'd love to be able to go there, though. Talk to people in person. It'd be awesome.
Hey, well, I thought of something to maybe, if I don't know, it's up to you. If you something cool with you, I have some original artwork from Neil Therick, the artist Andre Portilla. He did. If you want, I could send it to you, and you can auction it off, and whatever you get, you could have it and use it.
Well, rather than do the double shipping cost, you just hold on to it, and during CromCon, send me a picture so that we can display it, and we'll put it up for auction, just like we have that piece of Marv's up right now.
Yeah.
But don't ship it to me and then have me ship it. Just hold on to it. Somebody buys it, then I'll send you the info. You ship it to them.
Okay. All right.
One time. Let's not give the post office 2 chances to mess it up, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll send you later like some pics of all the ones that I have, and you can pick which one you think might be best, and then we can do that.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much, man.
You're
Appreciate it. And I think we have. I have to send a link to somebody. I think it's almost that time, huh?
Yes, sir. We get the next one.
All right. Only it's time, Mr. Fisher. Just want him to know. Come on out here. I sent him the link. I know he got it because he gave me the thumbs up. So,
All right, good.
Michael, let everybody know where they can find you. Let me get that banner back up. Dang it.
It's rainyroadmedia.com, and got the Book of Legend on Kickstarter. Just you got the link there, or you can just search for it. It's $15 just for the book. That includes shipping in the USA, and I have a couple other add-ons that you can get. So I would really appreciate everybody just taking a look at it, and hopefully, if you can support it.
Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful Facebook user.
Hello, beautiful.
I'm beautiful. Look.
We get plenty of those beautiful Facebook users, don't we? That's Keisha. Hi, Keisha. How you doing? Welcome to Monday Madness.
Hello, Keisha.
This is how we do it. So while we wait for the Boneyard Press guys to pop in here, just for y'all to check it out again, man, go check out this book. This book is awesome. The two add-on books, look, the two add-on books, that one right there, and is it up?
It's up.
Yeah, and this one right here are both also worth picking up. Trust me, these are awesome books. But Book of Legend right here, all these different people involved in this anthology, bunch of different stories, you know, not a whole bunch of bling. This is about the comic and the stories, y'all, and I love that too, man. I love that it's all about, you know, the work.
52 pages, 9 stories.
Look at all that. Looks awesome, y'all. You got to go check this out, man. It's like the Black Knight right there. I like that.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, I noticed that. How do I notice that?
He was one of my first favorite heroes, Black Knight. So, you know, it's kind of a standout. Cool. Anytime I see something quite like that, I'm jumping on it. I see it right away.
That is incredible. I wish you. Hopefully, you'll be funded in less than a day.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys.
Welcome. We appreciate you showing up. Thank you.
Well, I can show up every day if you let me. Jeez.
Okay, so for all you people watching, for everybody watching that has a podcast of your own, or you have a friend that has a podcast that's not watching, let them know. Get Michael out in this circuit, man. He's got 25 days. Get him out in this circuit. Get this book seen. His stuff's awesome, y'all. I ain't bullshitting you. His stuff is awesome. Check it out. You know, good stuff. I hear a kid. I shouldn't be cussing. I just heard that little kid in the background. I said, "Oops, that's not my house. What's up?"
Yeah, that's my little rugrat over there.
Mine are all out of earshot usually when I'm on. They'll sneak up on me sometimes, but I usually hear them coming downstairs.
Show you real quick. My daughter made her first comic book.
Oh, hold up. Dude.
Aw.
Dude.
That's wonderful.
We're printing it at home. And then I think probably next time when I do another campaign, like for all the books, we'll sell this for like $1. See if people.
Yeah, man, make that an add-on right now on this campaign if you have some printed up.
Yeah, I'm printing them up right now. You just
cool.
Print them up, fold
yeah,
them,
make that an add-on on this campaign, bro. That's what you do. Promote. People like kids. People do like kids, and they like backing things that involve kids, man. So, you know. Our next guest has appeared in the backstage. Michael, it's always great talking to you, brother. We will get you back out again. I think you're in CromCon, right?
Yes, I'll be in CromCon on the 1st, 2 p.m., August 1st.
There you go. There you go. So, y'all, we'll be real close to the campaign ending now, or then, so.
Yeah, ends on August 6th. So.
Right. So, definitely we'll get one more good look at it before it's over. All right. You have a good night,
guys.
Mike. Peace out, brother.
Good day, guys. See you.
See you guys later, man.
All right. Always love talking to Michael, and I ain't lying. His stuff is good. Quit chewing on your fingernails, dude. You're live.
Sorry.
That's why you hit the stop cam button. See, like this. Look. You go like this when you're doing something goofy. See? There you go. Our next guest, Boneyard Press, Bill the Bull Omnibus. Mr. Hart Fisher. What is happening, sir?
Well, things are going pretty crazy. It's my 30-year anniversary of doing Boneyard Press, and so I decided to come back to comics. I left in 2004, and, you know, they talk about Marvel leaving Diamond, and there's all this havoc happening in the industry, but due to Kickstarter and Indiegogo, we've kind of been freed from the shackles of the direct distribution market, and now we could reach right out to our audience and talk directly to them and raise our funds and be able to sell our books without interference or having to pay like $1,000 or $2,000 to Diamond to take an ad out in their guide. And that's expensive. So this is a really great moment to be doing comic books.
Yes, it is very much so. It's a
Well,
pleasure
I'm pleased to meet you because I've known of you for a long time. So I'm Pops Hart. It's great to meet you. This is my partner Rich.
Hello, sir.
Welcome to Monday Madness. Go ahead, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do, bro.
All right, well, here we go. Hi, I'm Hart T. Fisher from American Horrors and first Boneyard Press. I started Boneyard Press in 1991 with a loan from my grandfather, Elmer Cutler. My grandfather gave me a loan, and I started the company with Dark Angel, my first book. I wrote it and drew it while I was in college when I was down there in Champaign, Illinois. And this is got a half Dark Angel, half Bill the Bull story in here. And so this was originally done in 1991. It was released in May of 1991. I was a student in college at the U of I getting my degree in art. And we had Kelly Jones for the cover of Dark Angel #2.
Wait,
and again,
what?
it was
Jones?
Dark Angel #2, Kelly Jones. Great artist.
Wow. I'm fanboying already. That's
Art,
incredible.
can I ask you to do me a favor? Do something like move over in front of that glare behind you, or the other way.
this one.
The other way. Yeah, because we can't see hardly at all. There's like just that huge glare off that mirror behind. Oh, there you go. All right, now put that book back up so I can see it again. All right, much better. Dude.
Yeah,
And the
That's
back
incredible.
has got some really cool, interesting prints from Russian artist Eric Ganoff, who did Rectum Erectum for us. This book sold out. I mean, all the original Boneyard Press stuff sold out, and it's so much fun to be bringing it back to print. I mean, I was drawing this out of a basement apartment in 1991, finishing up my college, and I was working as a bouncer at a bar called Mabel's. And then we did the Jeffrey Dahmer books, and the Jeffrey Dahmer books really hit, and I got sued by the victims' families. Then I did the Kill Image books. I did the Kill Marvel books. Then I went on and did Rush Limbaugh Must Die, OJ's Big Bust Out. I did the Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ books. Boneyard Press was known as the biggest outlaw publisher in the 90s. We were the outlaw comics publisher. And when I say outlaw comics publisher, I mean for real, like our work was banned. The story I did for Glenn Danzig, Taste of Cherry in Veronica #4, was banned as obscene material in Oklahoma.
Where
So,
have I been? Where the hell have I been? I've been in the cave all this time.
well, you know, it's kind of
I'm
funny
ashamed of
because
myself.
there's a lot of stuff about comics history in the independent genre that's been ignored by the mainstream comic historians. They've kind of ignored the outlaw comics movement of Boneyard Press, and before that, North Star Studios, Faust. You know, those were the books that I was involved with. I was involved with the launch of Faust when that first came out. My friend Dan Matson was the publisher at North Star. And so right now, it's 30 years later. I did all this controversial stuff. I've been on Larry King, Sally Jesse, Jerry Springer, and I run my own TV network. I do American Horrors. We're free on Roku. We're free on gluedtv.com. And also, you could watch it from the Boneyard Press website. If you go to boneyardpress2020.com, you could watch the American Horrors TV channel. It's totally free. There's no commercials during the movies. And my return to comic books is my return to my first love. I wrote and drew comics since I was 5 years old. My mother helped me to do this my whole life. She recently passed away in January, and at her house where I grew up, I was going through the attic and I found a box with every comic book I ever drew as a child. So all the books that I drew as a kid are in this box, and that's going to be one of the coolest things about the Kickstarter program. Is this week we're going to add some Kickstarter stretch goals, because with Bill the Bull, I started drawing Bill the Bull freshman year of high school in algebra class. And my mom worked for the Department of Public Aid. So my mother had access to a Xerox machine. So she took my books to work and copied them, and I sold them to all my friends in school. I've been doing it since I was in elementary school that way. And so Bill the Bull started in high school, and Bill the Bull was enabled by my mother. So I'm doing this Kickstarter out of love. That's why I launched it for July, because July 6th was going to be her birthday. So this is all about the love. I'm coming back to comics, to this character that I've enjoyed doing since I was 13. And I'm really excited to be doing this Kickstarter program. It's really enabling, and I've had a lot of help from the Tucci's and from a lot of other people in the industry that have been advising me on how to do this, how to make sure I've got a good product, how to get my order fulfillment done right. So we've got a lot of really cool stretch goals, including like I'm wearing an original Kyle Holtz buildable shirt here, and I'm in it like a sausage link. This is from like 25 years ago, so I could barely get in this thing now. So I squeezed into it for you guys. And so this is one of the reward tiers. You could get a new print of this great Kyle Holtz buildable shirt. We're doing a big trade paperback of all the buildable stuff in print. We've got a lot of new variants we're dropping on the campaign this week. And I'm really happy to be on the show. It's really great to be back in comics.
Dude, do you know Don Chin, Parody Press?
Do I know who?
Don Chin from Parody Press.
I might know him.
I'm gonna get you
my
on his
years
show,
in comics were kind of blurry. I did a lot of drinking.
Yeah, he's from way back, 90s. They got like 200 something issues of Parody Press, all kinds of, off the X farce, okay, all kinds of stuff. But he does a Wednesday show.
Oh,
okay. And you guys are from the same area. You got stuff to talk about.
Well, especially because I did the parody stuff. Boneyard was known for horror. I was known as a transgressive horror author, but I made all the money that supported the company was all the humor stuff we wrote. All the Rush Limbaugh Must Die, Mighty Morphin Rump Rangers, all those kinds of books.
Don got a dog, bro. You and Don got to hang out.
I got sued by OJ. I got sued by OJ Simpson for the Doing Time with OJ books and the OJ's Big Bust Out. So I was selling those on the courthouse steps.
Holy God! How long is this?
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna need more time with you, Mr. Fisher. Okay, a half hour is not gonna be enough.
No, half a day is not enough. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm gonna need more time with you. We are gonna have to do a Madness special edition with you. Anytime you want. You let me know any day you're free, any evening you're free, whatever. We're going to come out and we're going to talk to you for a while, not just this half-hour thing, man. Because we need to get eyes on this, and I know you got a lot more to say than a half hour is going to cover. I just know.
Yeah.
I do want to ask one question before anything. I looked at the lineup that you have here. And of course, there's more. I mean, Duncan Rouleau, John Cassidy, George Perez, Frank Forte, John Lucas, Jason Morgan, all these icons, especially George Perez. How did you get in contact? I mean, with all the stuff that these people have done and all that stuff, how was it managing all of these talents to doing what you're putting out? Because what you're putting out is absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't even know what to think with all of this. I'm gonna back it at some point, so please.
Well, when you're in the business, I'm a professional. I was a professional comic book publisher. We published monthly. We started in 1991. I hung up my guns in 2004 to get involved in film and television production full time. That's how I ended up with American Horrors and doing the American Horrors TV show. I did radio for a while. I had to get out of comics for a bit. I did it so hardcore and so many comic conventions, and it was my life, and I really loved it, but I kind of got burned out, and how did I get a hold of all these people? Well, I don't get enough credit for how many people's careers I began. I helped John Cassaday start his career. John Cassaday has his first published work with me. He did a buildable story called Juju Eyes, I believe, and it was originally published in Negative Burn. And then it was reprinted in No Profit to the Wise. And so John did a bunch of buildable stuff with Bill's partner, Nick Stone. So there's 3 different kick-butt John Cassaday stories in here that nobody has. They're out of print. You can't find these things anywhere. That's just one of the great things. We got a really great artwork from Frank Forte. How did I get Duncan Rouleau? It's some of Duncan Rouleau's first published work, guys. I helped start Duncan's career. And I've remained friends with these people throughout my career. I'm a pretty fair, honest guy, and I went through a lot in the 90s. I dealt with a lot of murder, death threats, all kinds of insanity. And so it was a whole whirlwind time. And one of my favorite things is discovering and developing talent. I love to give people a break into the business. Like with John Cassaday, at one point at San Diego Comic-Con, I did this with guys that I thought were really good. And I thought John had the chops. So I literally walked John around to all the editors I knew at all the other publishers, because I knew everybody. You go to the cons, they're like your summer camp friends. So I knew all the guys at Harris Publishing. I got pictures of me with Vampirella feeding me grapes. I knew everybody at every company. And when you do things like the Marvel Can Suck My Cock shirt at the San Diego Comic-Con, you make friends, you make some friends. And I was known in the business, and I'm approachable. You know, I'm a friendly person. I like to talk to people. I enjoy meeting the fans.
I got friends. Whose art is that?
I don't know. Is that yours?
No, that's Frank's, baby.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So like Duncan's original work is in here. His first several Buildable stories. He did 3 issues of Buildable Burnt Cane. Then he did the Buildable Blowtorch Kiss. We've got great work by Jason Moore, did a bunch of work for us. Fantastic artist. We got Rick Veach, did some great work for us. I'm a huge Rick Veach fan. And I'm really, you know, excited to share this work because it's mostly out of print. I mean, I've got some copies of some of these books, but it's all out of print. And we're going to be reprinting the editorials, and we're going to be reprinting like the pinups and stuff. So we're also going to be printing my original childhood from high school Buildable comics. We're going to be doing them as stretch goals. So you're going to be able to get a chance to buy these books that were never printed to the public, that were never offered. They're the books I drew as a kid. And they're pretty funny. I was looking at them with Max DeVille from Atrocity Press last night. If you guys haven't seen Sister Mary Machine Gun, check it out. Max is one of the guys I've been working with. Go ahead.
He's one of our buddies. He's one of our boys, yeah.
Well, he's upstairs on the couch right now. So he's on my couch right now. So he's upstairs right now. Max is going to be...
I just sent him my review of Neo Tokyo just the hour
nice.
ago.
Nice. Well, we work together in film and television. Me and Max do film and TV together. Max used to do the Grindhouse channel. It was the #1 exploitation channel on Roku. And so he is one of the guys that's really helped me keep American Horrors going and set up the American Horrors Roku channel. And so we work together on a lot of projects. You know, that's the thing as creators. As a creator, you could either decide to fight with other creators or you could enable each other. And I always believed in enabling each other and helping each other. That's why I started the career of Gerard Way. Gerard Way started at Boneyard Press. Before he ever wrote The Umbrella Academy, he did On Raven's Wings. And he appeared on the Sally Jesse Raphael show with me with his mother, which I set up. I set it up so he could ask a question from the audience, and his mom's there with him. I haven't really done anything with the footage. He's kind of chubby in it, and I know he's not real happy about how chubby he looks. So, but I've got it. You know, it's something that he started off with my company. He started at Boneyard Press first. And also William Harms started at Boneyard Press, and he went on to do a lot of great video game work. I think he did a lot of cool Image comic books. And I really love that so many great people came out, like Aaron Bordner. Allison, he started at Boneyard Press with Gothic Red and a bunch of other stuff. I'm really excited about getting back in touch with all my guys and working with them again, because we're doing new Buildable stories. This is just the first Kickstarter, and I really urge people to contribute. We got a lot of different goals. If you don't have a lot of money, we got a $3 tier with some really cool postcards, with some cool postcard art. And we have some good tiers for like t-shirts and good tiers for rare vintage stuff. We're going to be putting up the stretch goals with the Buildable comics from high school. We've got a lot of really cool stuff that I'm going to be adding all week long. And Max has been helping me figure this out. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to the Tucci's. They've really helped give me a lot of great advice and have been good friends for a long time. I mean, I know everybody. You know, I knew Brian Polito and Bill before they ever got into comics. You know what I mean? Like, I was at these shows. And I can remember being on the East Coast, and I'm sitting there having dinner after a big show with Brian and Billy at some Chinese restaurant, and one of my fans. And I was broke at the time, so the fan was paying for my dinner. It's the way I got to eat that day. It was a bad day at the show. And I was so happy to see how far they went. You know, same with William Christensen at Avatar. I used to buy comics from Will when he was 17 years old. Will was the one who gave me the idea for Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ. Good job on all the success, William.
I want you to know that Brian Polito has obviously adopted your ways, because he came out for our very first CromCon 1 and did the final panel with us and like gave us credibility, because Nobody knew who I was, Hart. I was just a fan who came out trying to help some people. And, you know, Brian was like, hey, that's a great idea. I'm going to come out and help you guys out. And just what you're talking about, helping people out when they're first starting out, whatever it is they're doing. If you're giving them a leg up, you're solid. You know,
it's the attitude I've taken to what we do at American Horrors, the TV channel, and I do a film festival. So right now, if you guys are filmmakers, or if there's anybody out there that's a filmmaker, we're taking submissions right now for the 5th annual American Horrors Film Festival that will happen on Halloween weekend at the Imagine Theaters in Lake Geneva in Wisconsin. Go to AmericanHorrorsFilmFestival.com, please. I'm the only judge. So all the festival submissions, I watch every single submission. And here's a better thing. I don't look at the filmmaker's bio before I watch it. I watch the movie. So at our festival, we have filmmakers from all over the world. We've got people from all kinds of orientations, all kinds of, you know, whether or not you're in the alphabet, the community, whether you're gay or lesbian or trans. We've had all those kinds of filmmakers, black filmmaker, Mexican filmmaker. I don't care. It's about the film. It's really about the work. And we got to stop being so hung up on our pronouns, and we're just dividing things. And we really need to embrace each other and try to help each other. And we've been through a really bad time with the COVID and the lockdown. And in the last 3 years, I've lost my wife, my mother, my dog, my cat. I'm living a country song here, guys. My #1 guy from Groovy TV, he passed in October last year. So I'm looking at things from kind of a ground zero perspective and going, you know, I'm 52 now. What's important to me? What's going to make me excited? What's going to get me out of bed? And doing Build a Bull and coming back to Build a Bull is getting me excited. I'm having so much fun putting the book together, going through all the artwork. We're going to be doing new Build a Bull stories. Max is on board to write new Build a Bull. We're advancing all the core Boneyard characters. We're going to be doing the Build a Bull Omnibus. We're going to be doing the Dahmer, the Big Book of Dahmer. We're going to be doing the Dark Angel Omnibus. We're going to be doing Babylon Crush. We're going to be bringing Flowers in the Razor Wire back as a magazine, creepy and eerie styled magazine. I mean, I'm coming back to comic publishing for real, and I'm utilizing the network to help publicize what we're doing. So Marvel and DC, guys, how come you're not advertising the comics on your TV shows, guys? Come on, advertise the comics. It all started with comics. Let's remember where this all came from. I love comics. I'm so happy to see Eric Larson still doing Savage Dragon. I'm so happy to see Ethan Van Sciver back. I mean, there's a lot of cool people I've been able to touch base with and see where they're at, and they're all excited. They all liked Build a Bull. Build a Bull was something people really like to draw, like Kyle Holtz. You know, Kyle was a great guy to work with. You know, and the thing is these professionals, you go, how did you get George Perez, Hart? Well, I gave him something exciting to draw. And that's a big thing is, can you excite your artists? Can you excite your writers? And all my writers and artists were so thrilled to work on Build a Bull. You know, Build a Bull was something that the producers of Hellboy were looking at when they were making that movie. Guillermo del Toro has a stack of Build a Bull books that I personally gave to him standing there with Mick Garris, because I worked in LA. I was in Hollywood and worked in film and TV for 22 years.
I do have a question, since you do the film festival. Do you know Benjamin and Jeff over there at Still Talking Comics?
No, I do not.
They do an episodic show of their comic, which is about zombies and weed and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's hilarious stuff. They got comics, and I think Nick Diamond's directing it. Good stuff, man. So you might want to go check them out. StillTalking.com. Okay. And, you know, just throwing it out there. They're another set of people that I help promote and love what they're doing. You know, it's a horror story. It's a weed story. It's my favorite two things put together.
Me too, guys. Here we go, guys. Here's some art from John Cassidy. This is some artwork from Cassidy. This is some of his stuff from No Profit for the Wise that's going to be in the Build a Bull omnibus. There's a lot of really good stuff in here, and you could really see John grow as an artist when you look at it. You can tell right away it's still John, you know, and his work on Astonishing X-Men, his work with Warren Ellis, you know, I really liked Planetary. That was a book I really enjoyed. So these stories are all going to be in the omnibus, and you can't get them. They're all out of print. You know,
I was going to suggest putting a little bit more art up on the page.
mhm.
So just a little, put a few of them pages up so people can get a taste of this art.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Well,
a lot
that's
of
kind of what we're doing. After I get off the phone with you guys, once I'm done with you guys, me and Max are going to sit down and we're going to be adding new stuff. Like we just revamped the whole Boneyard Press website, the boneyardpress2020.com. We just rebuilt the whole thing. If you want to read my Wizard World interview, that's up there on the website. So they did a 5-page article on me. Brian Polito and I did a signing at a store in Hollywood called Dark Delicacies. Hey, Del, how you doing? Dark Delicacies is a horror store out of Burbank. And so me and Brian were there. And so they did a whole thing. My mother's in there wearing the Marvel Can Suck My Cock shirt. And so if you want to read that, that's up there.
Awesome. I don't know if you know RJ over at Critical Blast. That's another show. Another show that you need to be on. We're going to get you on as many shows and get you out there and seen as much as possible.
Yeah,
Max knows that's how I spend my day, bro. That's what I do.
Oh my word.
Well, this is my first Kickstarter, okay? So the only other time I've done crowd fundraising, and in the past I kind of poo-pooed it, I got to admit it. And I had to say, Hart, pull your head out of your ass. And this is 2021. You got to stop looking at this like it's 1999 and take advantage of the tools that are right in front of you. So I did a Kickstarter when my wife was dying of colon cancer, and I did a GoFundMe to be able to get medical treatments for her that the insurance wouldn't pay for. Because, they always want to put you on pills, but I'm here to talk about comics and not the health industry.
Like I said, we got more than 30 minutes to talk about, bro. We definitely got to do a show where I give you time and we can actually cover this whole transition for you.
I need the help. I'm looking for help. I'm looking for suggestions. We are going to put a bunch of artwork up like today. That's kind of what I'm doing. Max flew in on Saturday night. We watched the fights. We saw Conor McGregor break his leg in a really crazy bad break. And so now we recovered. I drank a fifth of Jack watching the fights. So I had to recover on Sunday. Now we're in work mode. We're all about getting materials together up on the Kickstarter. I feel like now I'm starting to go for it because I know it's a marathon. Like I've been told, like, Hart, don't wear yourself out in the first week. So we've had our first week. We've had some contributors, and now we're really going to start amping up the campaign. And I'll talk. Whoever wants me on, if you want me on, if you want me in front of your Starbucks on a soapbox, I'll get in front of Starbucks. I got comics.
We got Indie Bolt. We have, a couple dozen people that are in the comic-related madness that do podcasts. Now, a lot of them are scheduled way out. That's why I said I'll go out of my way. I'll do a special for you. I'll do it on any night. I'll do a madness special, Hart Fisher and Bill the Omnibus, a Bill the Bull. I mean, I will do that. I don't even care because something like this needs to be seen. And like I said, half hour just ain't enough to cover it. You need a little bit more of the spotlight. You can bring Max with you. We'll talk about it, man. You guys decide what night you want to do it. I got you.
Well, I'm game on for this kind of thing. This is what I set out to do. So I'm here to do as many podcasts as I can. I want to talk to as many people as possible. I want to get the word out there. Bill the Bull is my character I really love. He's my favorite character to write. And I'm really excited to have him back. I mean, I forgot how much I miss these characters. And we're advancing the characters. I mean, I'm advancing them 20 years. So once we get done with the reprints, we're going to be doing new stories. And Max is one of my writers. He's working on I'm getting a bunch of Iraq War veterans to do stories about the Iraq War with Bill the Bull. And so we're going to be advancing Babylon Crush, Dark Angel. And I'm working to set up a date to do a live drawing thing like Billy does and stuff, where I'm going to start drawing these characters for the first time publicly on my sketchbook from college for the first time in like 20 years. And I'll do it live.
Yeah. He does that too. He goes live almost every day drawing characters from his book Incantessi.
Oh, me?
So,
who
are you? Yeah. Almost every single day.
Yeah,
he's out there drawing, and it's crazy. But, whatever you do what you got to do. Self-promotion is king right now. Okay?
It is, definitely.
Like you said, Marvel and DC ain't talking about the comics. Okay, if you have a credit in one of those comics and you're not out there telling people about it, you're hurting yourself. Okay,
You really
and they
are. The
probably
comics are
don't let
important.
you
and
do that over there.
how come there aren't comics for sale? Like, how come they don't have like a super cheap 99-cent line of Batman books at the movie theaters? Why not?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you idiots? And cover prices are too high, I think. You know, I want to, part of this Kickstarter is I want to be able to raise enough funds to do an affordable line of books. When I start doing new books, one of the things we really want to do is we really want to be doing new books that are affordable for people. I was down in Mexico City at the Utopia Comic-Con, and so I was a guest down there, and we realized when we were in Mexico City that we had brought products that were out of the price range of the consumers there. Now, there's no shame in that. You just got to understand what the market will bear, and I think they have priced themselves out of children reading them. And I know I'm an adult publisher, but guys, it starts with the kids. It all starts with the kids. I've maintained my relationships with retailers. I want to say hi to James out there. I want to say hi to my friend Trike over at the Comics Alley in Lake Geneva. I want to say hello to all my friends who've maintained their stores and who've stayed alive. Good job, guys. The fact that you're able to keep selling books in this market, in this economy, is amazing. My hat is off to any retailer that's still in the game. You guys have a very difficult task, and I have always appreciated my retailers. I have always appreciated my fans. For my critics, hey, I don't care. I don't care. If you're not buying the books, I don't care. So I only care about the people that are reading the comics. That's what's important to me, is who's reading the comics. The pundit doesn't matter to me. I only care about the books.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I love it. We're definitely going to talk again. In the comic related madness heart, almost any night there are 6 or 7 different live shows. All of these people are approachable. Get yourself on some shows, man. That's why I bring them all to the madness, so that you guys know where to find these people. You know, I'm not in competition with RJ and Will and all these other podcasters. I'm trying to get everybody in one place so you guys can find us all.
Well, what I'm going to do is once you get done with your show today, I'm going to IM you on Facebook. And guys, I'm on Facebook. Anybody want to get a hold of me? I'm on Facebook. You can find me. I've got a website. We've got email. We've got our phone numbers, public. You know, I'm easy to find. I'm back in the Midwest. I'm in Wisconsin. You know, so I moved from LA back here to take care of my wife and my mom. And, you know, they're both gone, and I know they're watching from above, and a big part of this is about love for my mom and everything she helped me to do. So that's a big part of why I'm coming back with Build a Bull, is because my mom was so integral in that character, and I miss her. And so that's why I'm doing this, is to relive those good times, to try to have some new good times, and to share this book with people that have never read it. So I really highly recommend the Build a Bull Omnibus Kickstarter, because it's got so much original work by amazing creators that you can't find this work anywhere else. It's out of print. You can't find it. And frankly, the Comics Press hasn't been honest about Boneyard Press or who worked for us or what we meant to the industry. They've really tried to sweep me under the rug and only focus on controversy and not on the books.
Hart, I hate to cut this short. I do got my next guest in the background, but now you know Billy Tucci has a show now too, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Billy and Niles do a show together. Pop XP. Somebody will put it in the chat. But
is that Stephen Niles, the writer?
Niles Scala.
Okay, I was thinking Stephen Niles, who did 31 Days a Night. I know Stephen.
But anyway, like I said, we know some people. Billy, like I said, he has a regular show. We will get you in touch with him. We'll get you back in touch with some of the people you're not in touch with or what they're doing. We're gonna hook you up.
I didn't know Billy had a show. I'll just call him up on the phone.
Yeah, do that. Get on his show, and he'll hook you up with Don Chin. All the other guys.
I'll call his wife.
You know.
I know. I'll call his wife. That's what I'll do.
There you go. Oh, tell Deborah I said hi when you do, all right?
I will, man. I will. She's a great, great, lovely lady.
And our next guest, I don't know if you know Matt Burke or not, but Matt Burke, Hart Fisher.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Nice to meet
Hello,
you.
Matt. How are you?
Fantastic.
All right, Hart, is great meeting you. Like I said, we're definitely going to get you out for a longer segment for sure. Got a lot to talk about. And you bring Max with you.
Okay.
And I'll get Frank to come too. We'll do a little, we'll have us a little party out here some night.
I'm game. I'm in. I'm all about good times. That's what I'm here for. Good times. It's survived all the bad times. It's here to enjoy the good times. Hey, Mr. Burke, you have a great show.
Thank you, sir.
sir. All right. Matt Burke, what's happening?
What's up, Pops? How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Matt Burke.
I appreciate it. Hey, how you doing, Rich?
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, just just doing that. Just launched my book on Friday, and was my birthday yesterday. Just got out of work right now. Just running around promoting and doing the whole 60-day campaign on Indiegogo, and yeah.
All
Thrilled
right,
to do it.
I got to do this thing here real quick. I had to do this word from our sponsor, and then we're going to go delve right into your book. All right.
Sounds good.
30 seconds, y'all.
Hello, my name is Dirk Hooper. I'm a comic artist and illustrator looking for work right now. I've been doing art professionally for well over 2 decades, and my art has been in 3 comics, several art books, novels, and magazines. And I've had work in galleries in the Netherlands, England, Belgium, China, and all over the United States. I offer comic-style illustrations, sequential art, and digital paintings on a wide variety of genres, including sci-fi, fantasy, gritty, noir stuff, and bad girls. You can find more about me and my work at Rainkin Studios. Contact me today to commission your custom artwork. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Now, Mr. Burke, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are and what you do, and then we'll bring that beautiful bean footage up for everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, my name is Matt Burke. I'm an indie comic artist. I started publishing in 2016 with my book, Butch Cleaver, and I compiled them all into one issue. And I crowdfunded it through a Comicsgate about a year ago. I fulfilled my campaign, and I started the second book, and I launched that on Friday. So Butch Cleaver 2 just came out, and that's basically it, man. I'm pretty new to the game, and just here to make some books and have some fun,
Yeah, no, very good, man. Congratulations.
Rich?
You've only been at... Yes, can you hear me?
Sophia here wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi, Sophia. Hi,
He's
Sophia.
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, Sophia,
yeah.
guess what? Guess what? I took the art that you did, and it's going to go in my book. It's going to go in your book, and you have to sign it. You have to sign it for yourself, and I'm probably going to send you a few copies so you can show them to your friend. Okay?
What do you think of that?
My friends already know my grandpa does comics.
She said, my friends already know my grandpa does comics.
Well, they're going to know that you work in comics.
What do you think? All right. Talk to you later, baby girl. Be good.
Oh, my goodness. She's so precious.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I was looking at I was looking at Butch Cleaver, and the story, and from what I could tell, the art here is so gritty, and it really suits what you're putting together. It really does, and I like it quite a bit. It almost looks like what can I say? It almost looks like it's a continuous. It's just a continuous nightmare of all these images and so much action and so much gore and everything. It's really, to me, it's like I have to really look at this because I'm transfixed by it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah, that's what
Thanks.
I was trying to get to. Forgive me for taking the long road on the short pier.
Thanks for looking at it.
Well, no, I like it because it's just like there's no bones about what this book is. There's no illusions that there's any type of trick or anything along those lines. It really suits what you're doing, and I being a horror fan myself to an extent, I dig it. You're doing good, man. You're really doing good. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hell
You're
yeah.
very welcome. You are very welcome.
And that's why I bring Rich, because Rich asks the deep questions.
Awesome.
And he studies it from all. I look at everything from a fan's perspective. Okay. Oh my God, that's awesome, or whatever. It's always from the fan's point of view. You guys are industry people, okay? you have a different way of critiquing or looking at what each other does, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to bring somebody out as a co-host that could do that could ask questions that won't even enter my mind. I'm over here like, oh, it's fucking awesome.
Nice. Me too, man.
Well, it's like I look at it, and what we have over. I mean, I look at some of these images over here, and it really it looks like, I mean, every single thing that you have here. Again, when I said there's no allusions to what this is. That's actually really refreshing, because there are some books that kind of tease a little bit here and there, but they don't do it the right way. You know what I mean? It's like they try and spring it on you immediately in the middle of a story. Like there's some books that I've read where it's like the guy's talking to his 5-year-old daughter, and then the next page, it turns out she's a lesbian and she's completely naked with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
And the one thing they emphasize and focus on are the woman's breast and vagina, which I'm like, all right, wow, I guess we know what this is all about.
Yeah. Sociopolitical propaganda pamphlet agenda.
It's that, and it's just like, hey, I know, let's be woke and make sure that the girl does not like male genitalia or anything, but she's all woman, So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's great, congratulations, yay, you hit the woke quota for the day. But I look at this over here, and it's everything you have here is completely unapologetic, and I love that. I do pencils for a book that's just really heavy on like Viking gore and stuff like that, and it is exactly what it is. And this is where it's refreshing, where it's like what you're looking at,
Awesome.
it, and it's like, if you enjoy this stuff, if most people, anybody who enjoys this type of stuff, will enjoy this, because it is exactly what it is. And I'm glad you're staying true to your vision. Congratulations, you're doing a good job.
Thanks, man. Hell yeah.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Now, what do we have? You have almost 50%. You have a little bit less than 4 weeks left. 26 backers so far. You got a fixed goal. That's bold, because I'm chicken shit. I will never do a fixed goal on an Indiegogo, because I'm afraid of my own goddamn shadow sometimes. But and this is your second campaign. How'd your first campaign do in comparison to this one?
It did good. I fulfilled in February, and I launched. Then I just been working on this one, and I'm trying to do it again. And hopefully I'll be able to do that and go on to the third book, because I have 3 books planned out. But I mean, I could do 1,000 Butch Cleaver books, because I basically wanted to create this world where it was a Gothic Western set in America of a parallel reality. So you have each building is either a cathedral or a saloon, but every now and then you're going to have a French Quarter building or a mission. And I wanted to have a story where there was cowboys, Native Americans, samurais, ninjas, Vikings, pirates, bandidos, you name it. It's in there. Everything pre-1800s. Yeah, man. And I wanted to have a character that was basically he has the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. And,
wow.
That's Butch Cleaver's main power. He's a butcher, and this one you're gonna go into his origin, and you're gonna see who he is, what makes him tick, where his parents met, how his parents got married, and then it's gonna pick up right after that. The second half of this Butch Cleaver 2 is gonna pick up where the first one left off. But I wanted to kind of dig into his past a little bit, and so people can maybe humanize with him a little bit. I wanted to kind of put it off, but I couldn't, because I only get so many chances in my life to show the origin. Like Wolverine, they waited 30 years and they're successful and brilliant creators. And me, I'm just like a nobody that's lucky enough to do a crowdfund. So I'm trying to show the origin in this. So,
well, you're not a nobody. You're not a nobody. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish what you have here. It's a good thing when I hear that you want to take your character and you want to you want to humanize them. That's that's the by humanizing, for me, I look at it and I'm just like, it puts the reader into the eyes and in the mind of the character himself, be he good, be he bad, or be whatever he's supposed to be. That's fantastic, because it's like a lot of times, again, I mean, with some of the books that I've seen, And I'm not apologetic about what I say when it comes to this, because I'm never apologetic about anything that I say at all. But I mean, a lot of them, they just jump into the character. It's just like, hey, we're going to start this. This person is the most ultimate killer death machine ever, who bangs every single chick that he sees. And he's the ultimate weapon. He's stronger than Superman, better fighter than Batman, and can make Dr. Manhattan look like a tiny termite or whatever the hell it is in terms of power. And I'm just like, yay, that's great. And I'm like, woo-ha, he got you all in check. But I look at this, and it's just like the fact that you say you want to develop your character and you want everybody to understand your character, that's good, because the best part of a story is immersion. And if you're immersing, if people are immersed into your character, they can relate, understand, and root for that character all the more. That's the hallmark of a good writer. That's a hallmark of a very fertile imagination, man. And this is a project everybody should absolutely back. Absolutely.
Oh, thanks, man.
It really should be. I mean, you're on the way there now. You have just over 25 backers. You're doing good. I mean, because it's like I live in the UK, and 1,288 British pounds has to be around 1,700 American at this point. You're doing good. What is your goal, American? Whatever.
4K. 4K.
I figured it was 4K. You should get it. You should get it. And you should definitely get it, because I think this is something that's really good. And Pops, do you have anything to say as far as that? Because I just don't shut up sometimes.
No,
I did before, but not this time.
Look, this is why I have you as a co-host, Rich. You're going to ask questions I won't think of. My thing is almost halfway funded, you guys. You got to go check this one out. Get on board. Yeah. Still plenty of time to get behind it. It is an Indiegogo, so you know they're going to take your money right now. Don't have to worry about that. Oh, my God, 3 weeks from now I'm broke. So get on. Get involved. This thing looks awesome. Everything I see is people getting shot. I like it. Yeah. And that's not because I'm a mean person. I just like this kind of, I like this kind of stuff. Look, man, I like this kind of stuff.
And that right there is Butch as a kid. He's basically, he grows up in the slaughterhouses and the cathedrals in this town. This town's called Oubliette. And a lot of the slaughterhouses were once cathedrals. So they've been retrofitted into slaughterhouses. And that's some of it. And Butch, once he grew up, he was he had a curse put on him by this guy right here. This is the voodoo doll. And the voodoo doll is a preacher pimp. So what he does is he has anyone he does business with in town, he makes a voodoo doll of them. Basically, it's like an insurance policy, And so, but Butch doesn't know, and he's got to find out basically what's going on. That was what the whole thing was about the first book. He's trying to figure out who killed him, and there's this bounty hunter in Butch Cleaver 1 called Opie the Old Possum, and he's this bounty hunter with the dead skin possum cap on his head, kind of like Davy Crockett. He's got a big Bowie knife, and and then also in the town there's this bar called the Warg Skull, and it's basically like a Viking meat hall, and the bartender is a Viking. His name's Wargbjorn. And Butch meets him, and they basically become friends. That's a bar right there, and that's a scene. He's fighting this pirate. That's Raw Meat Ren, and basically Butch, he has to drink whiskey milk to survive. He needs the calcium from the milk to survive, and because he does have blood. It's a pinkish, basically like a marrowy type blood that comes out. So Butch can die. He's not 100% overpowered. So. And that's his bull right there. That's Tor, his bull. It's like a mummified bull. And
this is good stuff, man.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
That's like his Batmobile and his Robin put together. So it's he rides the he rides that thing through the streets and on the roofs, and it's got a mind of its own. But Butch could control it if he wanted to. Him, and he could do anything with bones. But he's real blue collar, so he just does usually like knives and 6-shooters and shotguns and rifles and stuff like that. He does a Gatling gun in the first book. That's a little bit. I will say too about this book. Each week I'm going to be offering a CG, which is a campaign gift. So every Wednesday the campaign is going to level up, and I'm going to announce something new. So if you back the book, boom, and I'm going 8 weeks, so there's going to be 8 gifts. So that's if I hit my 4K. If we hit the 4K goal, that's because
I hope you hit it. I hope you do, man. I really do.
The first 100 backers are going to get one of these metal bottle openers too. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you want to drink your beer, that's it right there.
Yeah, I need a beer. Oh my god!
These are made by Phoenix Animation, the CG Metalsmith. So
yeah, I just had to get him a plug. I knew who made it.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do, man. We take care of our people. That's Phoenix Animation, y'all. Makes some awesome metal stuff. Really does. I love it. I love what he's doing over there.
Hell yeah.
It's man. Look, this thing looks awesome, just like everything we've looked at today. It's been a good day on the madness. Look at that guy. He just looks like somebody you want to hang out with, right?
Yeah.
And that's the Butch Cleaver exclusive first week. So if you back first week, you get that card. And that's Butch when he was a human. So it's a special edition type card, and basically all the story going forward, he's just going to be dead, or a reincarnated butcher made of bone. So
has anyone here seen a television show Preacher? He reminds me of that really large guy that's been trying to kill the preacher since like episode 1 or 2 or something.
Oh yeah, the Saint of all
who that was.
Saint of all killers. The Saint of all killers.
The Saint of all killers. This is the Saint of all freaking killers' illegitimate son.
Yeah.
It's like, God, wow. He looks horrifying.
I actually have a friend that worked the prop room of that show, Rich.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah. I want
the floor.
I want that lighter that says "fuck Russia" so bad.
That dude's he's a badass. He's what made the show for me. He was in The Hobbit too. He played one of the dwarves in there, and he also does the voice of Dracula in that Castlevania show.
Yes,
it's pretty badass.
Good stuff.
Also, too, if you guys back the book, everybody gets that trading card right there. That's Butch and Tor, and he's just taking on some voodoo doll zombies right there in the graveyard. And also, too, everyone that backs the book is going to get a death metal track called Butch Cleaver by my band, and I'll email it right to you as an MP3. And if you guys ever have free time, you could check out the song. It's at the top of this page. It's the second video. So if you're into like death metal and stuff like that.
That's very generous of you. Thank you. Wow.
If we're into death metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Death metal. Yeah. Where is that? Yeah. Oh. Oh man, I'm loving this.
Nice.
Is that you on the guitar?
It's actually my buddy Dave. He does all the music. I just do the vocals. So.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear you sing. This is gonna be nuts.
It was fun, man.
Don't mind me, I'm jamming.
When I had long hair, I would do that a lot more. Nice. You gotta read the comic while listening to this. Ah! Oh man.
need to put some anime to this, bro.
Yeah.
You can make the full video, man. Just throw all kinds of images up. Just
That'd be cool.
I like it.
Freaking awesome.
Pretty long song.
Just check it out. You get some music, you get some art, you get a story, back to book. That's all I can tell you.
Thanks, Pops. Hell yeah.
Thanks, RJ. Thanks for hooking us up, man. I love that. Our whole hub of podcasters that help each other out. It's awesome, man. You know.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. RJ's awesome.
There's so many times he'll send me somebody and be like, "You gotta get this guy on your show." I'm like, I got you.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, I like it. That alone's worth back in the book, y'all. Come on.
Thanks,
That
man.
was good stuff. I like
That
that.
was nice. All I need is fake blood dripping down my face, and this that will make it so much more happy. I swear. That was good. That was damn good hard metal, man. I really appreciate that.
Oh, I
So
appreciate you
bitch, I
letting me
love that.
bring it on the show, man. Thank you.
Oh man.
And we
This
will
is
have you out again. We will
Yeah,
try to
awesome.
get you out again before this thing's over. 28 days, so we got time. We'll
Oh, for sure.
definitely have you out again for and see how your progress is.
Hell
You
yeah.
know? But we'll be
Thanks, man.
pushing it. Like I say, I don't know if RJ told you about my Facebook group, Comic Related Madness, but it's basically a promotion and networking group.
I'll check it
That's
out.
what I do. You drop your link to your campaign in my group twice a day. I will share it out everywhere to other people who do what I do. And, you know, we'll get it out there and get eyes on it, man. That's what we do.
Thanks, Pops.
So, yeah, join the madness. Drop
Join
that
the
link
madness.
twice a day. And I'll be in touch with you. We'll get you back on the show again before this thing's over for sure.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at Runecutter Comic. And you can find me on YouTube on my YouTube channel. It's Metal Movies and Brewskis, where I review metal, movies, brewskis, and floppies. And that's pretty much it.
Dude, I got to see this show. So please drop the link, man. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
please, if you're on Facebook, please friend me on Facebook, please.
Sure,
I
man.
want more of this, by all means. This is nuts.
Yeah, you got a show as well. Drop the link to that in the madness because we're trying to hub all the podcasters so that you guys can find, content, guests for your shows and whatnot. It's all, I'm trying to bring everybody to one place, man. So, be there. I don't know if I'm not sure if you know our next guest, but I like to bounce guests off each other when I can. And our next guest, Mr. Clint Stoker.
Hey,
Clint.
Thanks for having me. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello. I don't know if you guys know each other, but now you do.
I don't think so. Good to meet all of you.
Yeah, likewise. I'm going to see if you're on Facebook because I wanted to do that. Okay, Clint Stoker. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to look.
Oh, yeah. We got people already know who you are. They're already in the chat. Yeah. All right. Matt, is great talking to you. Like I said, we'll get you out again. You have a great evening. Feel free to watch this show. And at 6 o'clock, I'll be coming back to this channel with a different show. Y'all might want to check that out too. Popping at 6 p.m. So,
sounds good, Pops.
I'll be asleep because I live in the United Kingdom, even though I don't sound it.
Yeah.
Freaking 11 o'clock at night. Damn it. Anyway, please, let's go. Matt, I will see you soon.
See you later, guys. Have a great night.
Have a good one. And hello, Clint. Hello,
Hey.
Howard, sir.
What is happening, my friend? How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm doing well. Yeah, it's good to be here. I ended my workday just a little early, so that's always a good feeling. I've got a few days left in my campaign, and I'm already like in book production mode because we're going to print so soon. So I don't know. I found it's kind of hard to do book production and the campaign at the same time because it's like just such a different brain spaces to be in. But
oh my God, you're preaching to the choir. I know exactly how you feel. Oh my God, I'm gonna die when that stuff. But let's get to your book. What's the name of it again? And where's the platform it's on again, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so on Indiegogo, it's Downcast 3 Submerged, and I can post or I can share my screen, I guess, or whatever works best for you.
Actually, it's better if you share because then you can show exactly what you're talking about. So that works great for me.
Sure.
And there it is, just like that.
Yeah, Downcast.
$7,500.
We're doing well. And we're at the 666 backers, which is
wow,
scary number to be at. So I need one more backer.
Or what? Somebody hit that number. Somebody hit that button real quick.
Yeah, I know. What are the odds, huh? But yeah, it's I don't know. It's been going really well. This has been a little bit of an experiment for me on this campaign. This is my 4th campaign, and so to me, I'm trying to be a little bit more independent, but also have a not totally go crazy during campaigns because there's so much stress. So it's been so far a really good experiment. I'm pretty happy with it, and we'll be closing it out this week and going to the printer. Book's finished. We're just working on a few last touches, trying to make sure everything's good to go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this book.
Clint, who's the artist on this? Is this you? Or who is the artist on this book?
So this is Ignacio Lazaro. I worked with him on the first 2 books as well. This is the first time that he's doing the line art and the colors. So this is all his artwork. He's done a fantastic job, and it shows. I've always liked his artwork, but the improvement over each book has been really cool to see, and this one has got some really great images in it. So,
Clint, I pride myself on my storytelling, and I think that for me, it's like if you can't read a comic book without words and not know what the story is, then you shouldn't bother doing it. No matter how slick the images are, or no matter how Liefeldian they think they can be, or imagosity it might have in any way whatsoever, or Marvelicious, or DC Scrumptious, if you want to put it that way. I'm looking at all of this art, and this is some of the best sequential work I've seen.
Well, I will pass that compliment along. I've got to say, like, I've hired a lot of artists over the years, and for me, that's always the number one thing I look for is storytelling ability, more so than, I want a style that I like and I think people will enjoy. But to me, the storytelling is so important. So yeah, he's always been so good with storytelling, and it's only been getting better and better with each book. So so yeah, I'm really happy about it. I think people are going to love it. This is the third book in the series. So it's, for me, it's like, okay, I'm almost like starting a new run. The way I looked at it was I'm Frank Miller on Daredevil. Like, I just got the job. There's some continuity from the first two books that make up the first story arc. So I'm starting the second story arc. I'm going to pretend like I'm a new writer. We're new to this, and see where it goes. And I think that just the way that I framed it that way was a lot. It was just to provide a lot of freedom and a lot of creative, energy. And I don't know, it ended up, I think, turning out to be a really great book, especially because of Nacho's artwork is fantastic storytelling.
It really is. And now you mentioned Daredevil, and I'm looking at this. Reminds me of a day. This reminds me of David Mazzucchelli in a lot of ways.
I've heard that before about Nacho's artwork.
This is very Mazzucchelli. I love David Mazzucchelli's run on Daredevil. It's one of them. That book was poetic. It wasn't just storytelling. It was poetic. I mean, it's like every page was its own story within that same story, and it still told the same story. If I can repeat myself by using story within the same sentence 4 times. It's like, I mean, I'm looking at this elevator scene over here, and you managed to make something as confined as this exciting and thrilling. And it's like the pacing is just incredible. You have the overhead shot, then the underhead shot, then the worm's eye view, and then the close up, and then the dramatic punch. And it's not even the biggest panel, but you can tell it's the most striking panel. And then she's running away with the expressions on their faces and how the fluidity of each character and how they react to on this page. It's so fluid. And I'm so, this is easily the reason why you have 30,000 quid close to it. And it's like, and you have Satan's number backers at this point. You have 3 days left you're at 8. Wow. This is just, how often have you released crowdfunding? When's your next issue, by the way? When's the next one after this?
Yeah. So I don't know when the next one will be after this exactly, but we've been sort of on pace to do one per year. So this is, I think that's about right. Cause it hasn't worked out exactly on the year, but I think the first one was November 2019. The first Downcast was shipped. We got it shipped out to everybody. Then it was the following summer, so July 2020, that we shipped out Downcast 2. And now here we are, July again. We're looking at, we'll be shipping this probably in August. That's when we'll have the book back from the printer. So yeah, we've been trying to get a tighter schedule with how this comes out, especially because it's we're publishing it, we're breaking it up into single issues for Alterna Comics. And so it's like, I want to make sure that we stay ahead of Alterna and, have a good publication schedule. So far it's been working out pretty well. And I'd love to do it twice a year, but I think realistically it'll be probably once a year for a little while here.
This is some really good stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll be sure to pass that along to Ignacio. We call him Nacho, but he's done just put in so much work into this. He spent the last 7-8 months working on this book, and it's just been really great to work with him. I feel like now we've got such a good system down because we've done so many pages together. But yeah, it's been great. So. Yeah, we ending in a few days. So if you haven't backed it yet, check it out. It's on Indiegogo right now. This is like the artwork for the T-shirt here. A couple different covers, and I'm also selling this novel, not graphic novel. This is just a novel with it. And we did a brand new cover for this. It originally was published in 2011. And we did a new cover for it for the campaign. So a lot of people have been getting that as well. So looking forward to getting this one.
A half hour ain't going to be enough, Rich.
No, it's not. I'll be right back. My phone's about to die again. Okay, so I'm going to log in on my laptop. I'll be right back.
I think I might have to go to 2 shows a week with an hour each.
Oh,
I mean, giving my guests an hour, because half hour just doesn't seem to cover everything. I'm always left going, I need more.
It can be tough. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry if I'm being long-winded. I've been on so many streams the past a month and a half that I'm like a little unsure of the format. So thank you.
No, with us, it's just wide open, man. But
yeah,
a lot of times I find myself going, I'm going to have you back out because I haven't covered everything I want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I know when I do my con, at the end of the month, and I book a whole day of people 30-minute slots, and the whole day. And usually at the end of each 30 minutes, I'm like, man, I want to talk to this guy more or this girl more or whatever, it's like the 30 minutes doesn't really cover it. It gives everybody a good chance to get a glimpse of what you do, but it's not in depth quite enough. So
yeah,
I don't know. I might change this format a little bit to give people an hour instead of a half hour or something. I don't know. Rich and I are going to have to talk about it because I don't like cutting people short when they got more to say,
Yeah. I mean, we could, don't be stealing my show. Set up. Who, what, where? I don't know who you are.
That's okay.
Anyhow.
That's Will. That's Will. We use him up on the last weekend of the month anyway. So he's one of our co-hosts for CromCon. So we bring him out here, and we wreck him.
I love Will. Will's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, for a guest such as yourself, and a guest we had a couple of segments ago. Wow! It's like there's so much more that that I feel that we should ask you.
Yes.
Because this is just I have never seen any type of comic like this before, or graphic novel, and this really is just. Are you going to have this in demand? Or are you going to extend the campaign a little bit? Because I don't get paid for another week. I'd like to back this.
Yeah.
At some point.
We already extended the campaign, so I can't extend it anymore, but I am going in demand, which, for all intents and purposes, it works the same. You'll still be able to get the book. The only difference is because I'm trying to get the print file ready to go to the printer here within the next week and a half. So this top tier here, the collector's bundle, is going to be going away when the campaign ends. And that's because they get their name in the book if you back at that level. So I have to have the print file ready. So I need a final list of names.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so that'll be the only change. But other than that, you'll be able to pick anything up here. All the reading materials available. So
are the previous issues available as well through this campaign you have here?
Yeah, so we had a good problem, and that was that I sold out of our #1 volumes.
That's a nice problem.
It's a nice problem.
It's a nice problem, except it's not good for me because now I can't get a first print #1.
Yeah, man, what the hell?
All
right, I know.
Why didn't you print more, you ungrateful heathen? you fiend.
I've got to.
Now, this is the thing that has bothered me the most since I've come into doing this is running into campaigns that are 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th book, and it's like, is there a first print left of #1? Yeah. Because I'm a collector and a fan, and that's what I want is that first print of #1. So you just like totally blew my bubble, man, burst my balloon.
Yeah, for those, I'd be curious to see on eBay where they're at, but I had kept a box of volume 1s to myself, and for this campaign, I was like, no, I better bust them out and sell them. That's what they're for. So
yes,
we sold through them in the first, it was like 2 hours. They were sold out. So we're going back to print. The good news is that it actually saves you money because So this book here is volume 1 and 2 combined. And so it's a 120-page graphic novel. It has all the story content, and then Downcast number 3 here, which is 80 pages long. So you're getting, that's a lot of story content for $45. That'll get you. So.
That's a lot. That really is a lot. Wow. It's great artwork. Yeah, Marv does some.
Yeah, thanks, Marv.
Marv does some fantastic work for the Sin Killer, and some of that stuff is hanging up in your office, isn't it, Pops? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, Clint, you got to see if Nacho is willing to part with something, because it has to go on the Wall of Fame. Because he has one of look at that. Look at how nastiness. That's just nuts. That's insane. That is Marv's handiwork.
Wow.
That's Marv's handiwork, man.
Is that pencil? Is that ink?
Yes. That is that pencil or is that charcoal, Pops? What is that?
Oh, you're muted.
I think you're muted, Pops. Can't hear you. Oh boy, here we go.
Charcoal and pastels. That's what that
That's
is.
nuts.
Oh, wow.
Doing it with pastels charcoal's hard enough, but pastel, that's just I can't work in pastel because it's like I get all that dirty stuff and it's like I don't know how the hell to handle pastels. It's just that crazy. Yeah, well, there's a really, really nice collection of artists here, and it's such a joy.
There's one.
So
yeah,
cool.
That's another one too. That's just crazy. Yeah, Nacho is really, really impressive. He really impresses me with his storytelling. I've worked at Marvel since I was at Marvel for about 10 years, from the mid 90s to the mid 2000s, and I've seen all this crazy, insane art come and go. The first thing that I thought of when I saw Nacho's work was Dave Mazzucchelli. It's that good, and I only collected Daredevil because of Dave Mazzucchelli. Not even because of Frank Miller. I'm like, yay, all right, whatever. Yeah. But it's just your stuff is just absolutely your story here must be dropped in incredible. Can we elaborate onto your story a little bit more?
Yeah, and I didn't do much of a pitch there, so sorry about that. But
no, it's okay.
Yeah, so there's sort of two pitches here. One is for the series as a whole, and one's for this new story arc that we're starting. But basically, the story of Downcast, it's about a pair of blue-collar teens that work in this floating city in the sky. People have abandoned the Earth to live up in the sky. So there's some gravity control, and the brother and the sister are working to get their father out of prison. It's sort of a pay off your prison sentence kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they, by chance, get the power to control gravity for a day. And so with that power, they immediately exploit it as much as they can to try and save their father from prison. So that's sort of their origin story, and they control gravity. But this new story arc is about this character called the Monstro. You see here in the diving suit, and he's not a normal person.
Evidently not. No,
he basically is immortal, but he's been walking the ocean floor for hundreds of years, and when he comes to the surface, he sees that humanity's not where it used to be. It's up in the sky. So he's on the lookout for some revenge, and comes up to the city of Strata to exact that revenge. So you kind of have worlds colliding, and this sort of sets up a new story arc with a little bit more of the truth being revealed with why they're up there, and a few of the other elements. There's these gods that they can't see that have been sort of a through line through the whole series. So you'll learn more about that as well. So really fun. I loved the first two installments. This third one is definitely my best writing. I'm really excited for people to read it. Took a lot of inspiration from Frank Miller. I just wanted to sort of boil it down to what is, for me, like the best comic experience you can get per issue. And so there's lots of action in it. There's lots of intrigue. The plot moves along really quickly, and some really great moments, especially with the villains. That's the focus I wanted to put on here. But this guy here, his name is Carver, and I think he might be now my favorite character. He's just been so fun to write. He's crazy.
He's that guy with that Joker type smile. Am I correct?
Yeah, and he just
he's an evil bastard.
Yeah,
he looks like an evil fuck.
Right. Yeah, he's not a good dude, but he's very interesting. So I think that makes for a really great story. This is one of the gods that's living in strata that they don't see, but Monstro can see them. So yeah, just I'm excited for people to get this, and it's finished, so that's the best part. We're gonna get it to print really quickly.
Clint, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that the image where is this thing? The image where Monstro is taking a look at that really, really big fish.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the most amazing comic book shots I've ever seen in my entire life. I will say this: if you have a screensaver, I will purchase it because I just took a snapshot of it and now it's on my computer. Just
cool.
To let you know. So it's like now I'm looking at a really big fish with a guy with a diving suit from the 19th century. This is really something to pick up. I will absolutely get this when this is in demand. You have a fan. I'm a fan now.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, as soon as I saw him turn this in, I was like, okay, that is the first image. The first thing on the campaign page. That's what I want you to see.
That's it. That's exactly it, because that just drew me in. It's just like, what is he? He's looking at a really large fish. Will this fish eat him or introduce himself as Bruce? I just don't know what to think on this one.
Yeah, they're not friends. Wow. This is basically cut out from a flashback. So what I want to do, I'd love to do a Monstro solo book. And
oh my God, you're kidding.
We'll tell the story of this shark and a few of his adventures leading up to this point. But
oh my God,
there's enough that it all makes sense. And this shark, basically these gods are all different kinds of predators. That's how they look, but they're big. Yeah. They have glowing eyes, and he's basically out for vengeance. So he's on the hunt to kill every single one of them. And I think it'll make we'll see how it goes over. I think people are going to like it, but I'd love to do a solo book with the Monstro. That'll be sort of his backstory, and it'll connect perfectly here to Downcast.
Yeah, it looks. I can't say enough about it. Pops, what do you think? I mean, please, what do you think of this, man?
As soon as I was made aware of it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to get this guy on my show." It pretty much what happens with everybody. It's like I'll be honest, I don't get how some of these slip through my fingers and I don't find out about them until they're halfway through the campaign or the campaign's almost over. It's like, where was this thing hiding, picking up $35,000 and I didn't know about it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting because again, this is my fourth campaign, and so you get around and you promote books, but it kind of shows the depth of the comic fandom online and elsewhere. They're just everywhere, so you always got to be reaching out and trying to introduce people to your book. So yeah, I love. I'm really glad that you had me on. So thank you. Really appreciate that.
Well, you are aware now that what I really do is CromCon. Oh, we lost him. Dang it,
no.
Come back here. Yeah. Don't you check it out. What I really do, the weekly thing just kind of came out of CromCon, but CromCon's what I do, and it's what I dedicate most of my time to. Setting it up, promoting it, getting you guys seen. That's the show that I get, a lot more views, because everybody knows to look for me at that time.
Yeah.
The Monday Madness show, the Poppin' show, they're kind of new. And I did just switch my time slot on this show to bring it earlier in the day, so people like Rich over there in the UK don't have to stay up till 2 a.m. to watch.
Oh yeah.
I have a huge amount of fans over there in the UK, and a lot of creators over there that want to be on the show. I don't want to keep these guys up all night every time I want them on the show. So I moved into an earlier time slot, and not a whole lot of people are aware we moved to the earlier time slot yet. So, it'll all pick up as we go on.
Yeah.
Well,
But this is amazing stuff, man, and I'm going to make
Yes,
sure
it is.
people see it. Comic related madness. I don't know if you Facebook. Do you Facebook?
I don't. I used to,
Okay.
and I don't anymore. So,
Okay.
but I am on Twitter. Primarily YouTube is how I get out to people. But yeah, I also, my email address is sweetcastclint@gmail.com, and I'm happy to answer emails as well. So,
Well, the reason I ask is because most everything I do originates out of a Facebook group.
yeah.
About 2,300 people in it. 36 podcasters at least that post their shows in the group.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a podcast, I need to know, or I mean, you had a channel. I need to know that YouTube channel too, so I can get those podcasts into my group.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's just Sweetcast on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel.
right.
Yeah, unfortunate name. I was just like, I'm gonna name a YouTube channel, so I did it. But now I'm so well known for it that I'm really leaning into the whole sweets thing. You know.
No problem. Free race. Thank you, brother. That will definitely
Yes.
help out. Trust me.
Thank you. I just started following you on Twitter, so we're good.
Great.
Yeah, and I wanna make sure that I get that. Like I said, I want to make sure I get subscribed to that channel, because once I like everything I see, I share. You know, if it's on YouTube, I put it in my group, and I put it up on Twitter. If it's on Twitter, I put it in my group, and I put it over there, and I put it. You know what I mean? It's like I just try to get it seen. Everything that comes across my screen, I try to get it seen everywhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I shared this show when we started. The first 10 minutes I spent sharing it out to groups on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, there may be some people there that aren't familiar with what you're doing, you know, because
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I try to get you guys as many eyes on your stuff as I possibly can.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. It's I know there's so many, again, just like people don't hear about your books, you know, so you got to get out there. But yeah, I haven't been super great with Facebook in the past. It kind of just, I had a Facebook page, but it just sat dormant for so long. And so I ended up deleting it at some point. But so yeah, appreciate you getting me out to there. And I also on Instagram, but that's another one that I need to put some more work into.
Yep, that's one I don't mess with, but I do. You know, I mean, it's eventually, I suppose, we'll probably end up there too. But it's who's going to want to see a picture of me?
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, I'm showing you guys stuff off, not mine.
Right. Yeah, that's I'm always like, I'm not the artist. So I don't know, Instagram. So I do videos on there sometimes. But yeah, I really should put more focus into it and see how I can make it work for me better.
That's what it is. Like I said, though, that everything we do in the Facebook group is all about networking and promotion. I have some friends that are on Facebook, and the only thing they do is stuff in the madness. They don't use Facebook anywhere else, but they still use it as a promotional tool.
Yeah.
As far as my group goes, because there's so many podcasts and things that you can get involved with there. I have to go get ready for my next show.
Oh yeah.
At 6:00. I already have the studio open. Piper's already over there waiting for me to get this rolling. Clint, it's great talking to you. Stay tuned on the Comic Talk with Pops channel here 5 minutes from now, and we're going to be popping with Will Peden's Heel Turn #1. And Poppin' is a show for those first-time creators, and I love doing it. Piper's a great co-host. Rich, you want to finish this one out while I go talk to Piper and get my show set up, sir?
You got it. Okay.
Thank you, my friend. Clint,
Yes,
it was
sir.
great meeting you. We will get you
Likewise.
back out again. Count on it.
Sounds great. Thank you.
There, man.
All right, later.
Okay. Clint, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. You have a lot of content on that, and I'm eager to take a look at it. And I think everybody here should not just, back the Indiegogo that this gentleman has, but also take a look at this man's channel, because there's a lot of interesting subjects over here. And what is it? It's called Sweetcast, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just all you have to do is look for it on YouTube and just, really just without even having to look at the content, just read some of the titles of all here. And it just, you and I will probably have a really good friendship, because I think a lot of this stuff, the same thing that you're doing. So
Yeah.
I will tell you here, definitely subscribe to his channel. Forgive me, it's 11 o'clock here in the UK, and I'm a little tired.
No, you're good.
If that's okay, I am going to go.
Okay.
I would say good luck, but you don't need it, because you have skill, and so does your artist. And I look forward to seeing much more of Downcast and everything that you do, man. Congratulations on the success of your book.
Thank you.
Very
Really
much so.
appreciate that. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You take care. Everybody, back in the madness and all that stuff. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye,
Peace
everyone.
out, man. Take care.